How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're looking at the outlooks and some different models for the future severe weather pattern that is expected to happen. But for today, we just have three different marginal risk areas: one in Wyoming, North Dakota, South Dakota, Montana; one in Georgia, Mississippi, Tennessee; and the other one in North Carolina, Virginia, and West Virginia. 2% chances of seeing a tornado within 25 miles of a point in the green in Georgia, Mississippi, and in North Carolina and Virginia. 5% chances of seeing wind gusts of 50 knots or higher within 25 miles of a point in the brown in Alabama, Mississippi. And then the other one in North Carolina, Virginia, and West Virginia. And then we have 5% chance areas of seeing hail of 1 inch in diameter or larger within 25 miles of point in Wyoming, South Dakota, North Dakota, Montana, Georgia, Mississippi, North Carolina, Virginia, and West Virginia. That's for today. If we go to tomorrow, we do have two marginal risk areas. One in South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, Maryland, and Delaware. One in Nebraska, Iowa, Minnesota, South Dakota, North Dakota. We also have a slight risk in Nebraska, South Dakota, North Dakota. Hail, large 5% chance of seeing hail of 1 inch diameter or larger than 25 miles of point in the brown. In Nebraska, Iowa, Minnesota, South Dakota, North Dakota. Wind, we have 5% chance areas of seeing wind of 50 knots or higher within 25 miles of the point. The brown in Nebraska, Iowa, Minnesota, South Dakota, North Dakota, and then in North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, Maryland, and Delaware. Tornado, we do have a 2% chance of seeing a tornado within 25 miles of the point in the green. So in Nebraska, Iowa, South Dakota, Minnesota. I know my rules are if there's a 10% hatch risk, the tornado will go live. But if this does get increased to a 5% chance of seeing a tornado, I will go live just for the fact that I know a lot of friends and family that live in this part of Nebraska, including myself. Day 3, we have a marginal risk in Arkansas, Missouri, Tennessee, Kentucky, Illinois, Ohio, West Virginia, Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, Minnesota, Iowa. And we have a slight risk in Illinois, Wisconsin, Michigan, Ohio, Indiana, with a 15% chance of seeing severe weather within 25 miles of the point in the yellow, and then a 5% chance of seeing severe weather within 25 miles of a point in the brown. And then day 4, we do have a slight risk for day 4 in Arkansas, Missouri, Mississippi, Tennessee, Kentucky, Indiana, and Illinois. Otherwise, day 5, day 6, day 7, day 8 seem fairly calm as of now. But let's hop up to pivotal weather here, just to show you why we have that day 4 slight risk in place. Okay, so we have this trough in the jet stream. Okay, it's not a very strong one, but you can see it's right here, right here. The low pressure is forming, so severe weather is possible anywhere up here. Now that's if storms initiate. If storms initiate, then we'll see some form of severe weather. Now, if they don't initiate, we won't see anything, but We go to Thursday and Friday. Very strong winds up aloft, and then the low pressure builds. So we have low pressure in Minnesota. And then I get another big trough, which again is going to help severe weather right in here. Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas. And if you're confused by what that was the 200 millibar winds, which is also um, known as the jet stream. So anytime you get those deep those steep drops, those are known as troughs. And then if you get the really high peaks, those are known as ridges. And troughs, deep and very steep troughs, are very good indicators that significant severe weather, large hail damaging winds, and even tornadoes are possible. So supercell composite shows the highest concentrated area of supercells or severe thunderstorms with rotating updrafts in that area. So we'll go for Wednesday. We do have a very big increase in supercells down in Oklahoma, but there are a couple limiting factors with it. One is there is a high amount of D cape or down cape, which is associated with strong downbursts or strong damaging straight line winds. Okay. They have good relative helicity. I mean, 387 meters squared second per second squared. I mean, that's plenty enough to get rotating updrafts in storms, but I think the biggest factor holding everything back here is this red line right here. This shows the air temperature. That's 79 degrees. And this green line shows dew point temperature or the dew point. So it's 79 and the dew points in the 72. So there's kind of a couple limiting factors with this area. But as you can see, the storms kind of initiate and fire late, but they do form. There is a marginal tornado threat. You see, here's where my confidence for the tornado threat is limited because the LCO or the limited condensation level, the level where moisture condenses and clouds form, is very high. You normally want it anywhere between the lower it is, the better it is for tornadoes. Okay. Um, and this seems a little high. Doesn't mean a tornado can form. That just means the potential for it to become like a large wedge is very limited. Then we go to Thursday, and we have a hazard type of tornadoes, low um, condensation level requirement, um, high amounts of CAPE, low low decape or down cape again, good relative helicity, low levels humidity are high, mid level humidity are a little low, but high enough to where we do think that some significant severe weather is possible. We'll go to Friday here, the next risk. Where we do have a possible for PDS tornado as the hazard type. Um, it's so hard to know because of the fact that these things have changed so much within the last 3 days that anything is possible. The only thing that has stayed the same is the hazard type, but everything else has kind of changed back and forth a couple times. High cape, um, low D cape in terms of what we have for just cape. Um, three cape, decent amount actually. Low level humidity is very high. Mid level humidity is fairly high as well. A lot of helicity, so these storms will be able to rotate very, very fast, probably intensify very rapidly as well. Um, Remember that trough that we saw on the 19th of May? That was right here. We said that Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas could see significant severe weather because of it. This lines up. High Cape, low D Cape, high amounts of 3 Cape. Now, this would be concerning, although this is a week out still, so I'm not too concerned with it just yet. Now, if this was 2 days out, I would start getting concerned, but this is still a week out, so I'm not gonna talk too much about it. Then it kind of calms down. Um, that's going to be all for me. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button. I know it's a bit long, but we haven't done a video in a while, so we got to make up for lost time. Um, subscribe if you're new and you haven't already. We're at 68 subscribers. We're 2 away from hitting that 70 mark. Um, tell your friends and family about the channel, and you know what, I am going to see you in the next one. Peace.